My client Sarah dated her boyfriend for 4 years. Now she looks at her phone screen. A photo of them at Lake Garda. Him squinting into the sun. He knew her coffee order at every cafe they walked into. He drove 3 hours in cold November rain to pick up a jacket she left at her mother's house. He missed her sister's wedding rehearsal. Twice. Both times. The excuse sounded almost reasonable. She kept the photo. There are two different things people call caring. Most couples don't realize the difference until something serious happens. The first kind looks like this. He remembers you hate cilantro. She pulls a blanket over you on the couch without being asked. John Gottman at the University of Washington studied couples for decades. He found that the strongest predictor of a healthy relationship wasn't big romantic gestures. It was small moments when someone turns toward their partner during stress. The sticky note, the 3-hour drive in the rain, the jacket. This kind of care runs on emotion. You feel something, so you act. You don't need strong self-control for this. You just need attachment. But there is a second kind of care, and it does not run on emotion. It looks like this. Your partner's boss demands a Saturday shift. That Saturday is your surgery. Your partner says no to the boss. It looks like this. You lose your income in October. It is now March. No one has made you feel like a burden. It looks like a promise kept when keeping it costs money, status, or comfort. Murray Bowen, a psychiatrist who developed family systems theory in the 1960s, called the skill behind this differentiation of self. In plain terms, staying steady when emotions are high, making decisions from values, not from panic. Low differentiation looks different. It looks warm when life is easy. It disappears when things get hard, not because love isn't there, because inner stability isn't there. We can get back to the girl from the beginning of the story. She tried to explain this once. Kitchen table, green mug in her hands. She tried again in a therapist's office. A woman with a notepad sitting between them. He agreed each time. He meant it. For about 3 weeks, things improved. Messages answered faster, plans confirmed earlier. Then real pressure showed up. Different situation, same pattern. James Prochaska and Carlo Di Clemente at the University of Rhode Island studied how people actually change, not how they promise to change. Their stages of change model showed something important. Lasting change only happens when the person decides, privately, that staying the same costs more than changing. Not during a fight. Not when someone threatens to leave, but alone, late at night. No one watching. No argument still echoing in the room. What she did at the kitchen table raised his awareness, but awareness fades. The deeper decision doesn't move until he makes it himself. Paul Watzlawick explained something similar in his 1974 book, Change. He described 2 levels of change. First-order change, adjusting behavior without changing the system. He does the dishes for 2 weeks. Second-order change, changing the system itself. He becomes someone who sees the dishes as part of caring for this apartment and this relationship. The first reacts to outside pressure. The second usually follows inside pressure, therapy, crisis, or long quiet reflection. No one can install it for you. Someone else can point to the problem. Only you can rebuild the structure. She left in January. Short message. No long argument. She removed the Lake Garda photo from her phone. 18 months later, a mutual friend mentioned him over dinner. He had started therapy, not when she asked, not when she cried. He started when someone new said she would not continue otherwise. He went. He kept going. The friend said he seemed different. He did not change because she loved him harder. He changed when the gap stopped being absorbed by her. when no one softened the missed rehearsals, when no one covered for the broken promises. The gap became visible. Then it became his to deal with. He finally made the calculation himself. The Lake Garda photo is probably still somewhere in his camera roll. He never deleted things. He still knows her coffee order. He always did. That was never the issue. It just wasn't the same thing as the other thing. How do you think you would know whether the person next to you has truly changed or is just responding to temporary pressure?